Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're hungry. Angela and Brian Hixon are joining us here in the kitchen. We're making grilled leg quarters. They're here with Hix BBQ. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
And I love the idea of why you picked the legs. So tell me a little bit about that.
We picked the leg quarters because it is an economical meal. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it to feed a lot of family members and that stuff. So that's one of the reasons why we picked it. And
especially because things are so expensive right now.
Exactly. That and the easy way to cook it. There's a few ways that you can cook this stuff.
Okay, let's jump on in. What do we got to do first?
Okay, well, first of all, we're going to take an all-purpose seasoning that we mix up at the restaurant. And it's nothing more than just a salt and pepper and a seasoning salt mixture. And what you want to do is you want to take this and you just want to coat this, you know, fairly.
Did you do anything to the chicken, the
legs? We trimmed it up a little bit. You know, I took some fat pieces off of this and just trimmed it up a little bit so that you don't have any pieces that are going to burn and that kind of stuff while you're cooking it. But what we're doing here is we're just adding this to both sides of your chicken. Yum. And then once you get it, you know, you can let this sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours, or you can go immediately and go to cooking on it, however you want to do it. Once we get it seasoned and you get it ready to where you want to go, there's a few ways you can do it. You can put it on a charcoal grill, or you can put it on a pellet smoker, or you can even put it in the oven for that matter.
Okay, now I think, like we were saying earlier, a lot of people can get a little bit intimidated by chicken because if you don't make it right, you can get sick really easily.
That is correct. A lot of people want to overcook chicken. If you've ever been out and your chicken's real dry, they're afraid of it. So if you have a thermometer, you want to use that. 165, 170 is the correct temperature-wise for the chicken. If you're going to pull the chicken, you need to go about 180 to 200.
Yes, yeah. The longer you cook it, you know, closer to 200, it's going to pull apart really easy, and it's going to be very easy to eat.
Okay.
So at the 165, 170 mark, it'll be a little tougher and that kind of stuff, and it just depends on your taste on how you want your chicken.
Now, I've always said, you know, I am not a very good chef myself, and I've always had this theory that, you know, if I want to cook faster, I just got to turn up the heat higher.
Right, no.
Doesn't seem to be the case. It's not working for me.
No, ma'am. No, on this, we do cook this over direct heat or in the oven, and you do want to cook it, you know, around 300, 350. But you're only going to cook it for like 45 minutes until you reach that desired internal temperature. Perfect.
So then what do we do once it's done?
Once it's done, it'll actually look like this here.
Ooh, yum, let's get it out.
Now, we cooked this morning over charcoal.
Yum, look at this, guys. These look delicious. And okay, these are so good.
Yes, and you can either cut it up or you can just put it on a plate and go at it like it is. So that's a finished product there, done with the same seasonings and brought to an internal temperature of about 180 degrees.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, what were you talking to me about earlier with the pellet grills? What do we need to know with those?
Pellet grills are set it and forget it, and most people have pellet grills.
Set it and forget it, I like that.
Exactly, so you'll set your temperature to 300, 350, and just monitor. It heats itself up, does all the work for you, so you're not out there having to flip it and change it and all that good stuff. And it's just an easy way to get this product.
And this smells so good. I love that charcoal smell on the grill.
And you will get a lot of that from the pellet smokers. Yes,
perfect. Now, if I come to Hix and I get this chicken, what am I getting it with?
You will get it with two sides of your choice, and that could be from macaroni and cheese to potato salad.
Yum.
So we have several options to choose from.
We actually do a half chicken.
Okay, so you don't have to get the whole thing.
Right.
Okay, great. Now, really quickly before we go, what are we making coming up at 12:30 on ABC?
We have a stuffed potato with pulled pork. So he will show you how to smoke the pork and how we stuff a potato, how you can make a meal out of it and add a salad and have a complete meal.
Oh my goodness, that's going to be so good. I am looking forward to that. I really think there's nothing more that I like more than potatoes and carbs. I mean, can't beat that. Thank you both so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Now don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.